Good morning. It's a beautiful day. You know, have you ever seen a counterfeit or something fake? Have you ever dealt with something that made you think it was legitimate and not? I'll talk about that in just a second. Where I do crossing guard duty, there's a deer alongside the road. It looks pretty real. So I imagine at night, especially when you're driving along, this deer probably looks like it's about to jump out into the road in front of you. And if you live in the state of Illinois, you know that's a problem around here. But it looks real. It's very deceiving. I mean, it's a cool decoration, but I can see why it might make someone hit their brakes suddenly if they see it in the flash of a headlight. But you know what? There's a lot of things that are deceptive in this world. There's a lot of things going on in this world that just makes me cringe sometimes. People come along and they say, look, I know the truth. Here's the truth. And you know what? If you investigate it a little bit, it just might not be the truth. People try to take the place of God. They try to take the place of Christ. They set up cults that people end up following. They set up things that people get invested in, and then they realize it's just not true. If you research just a little bit, you'll find scores of people get involved with things that they had no idea were just lies. But the thing is, there's cults out there, there's things out there that are very obvious, and we see them and go, oh, I'd never get involved with that. But there's also other types of deception that's all throughout our land. The deception that you're nothing but a pile of dirt, and that God did not breathe his breath of life into you, and that you're just an animal. That's a deception. You know, when we tell kids they're animals, wonder how long it takes them to start acting like it. We're a special and unique creation of God. And frankly, and I know this is not popular with a lot of scientific communities, but the fact that people try to say that we came from nothing and random chance is utter nonsense. It makes no sense. There's no good evidence for it. People state evidence for it. They say it's in books, but if you backtrack all of that evidence to its source, it's generally a bunch of nonsense. The thing is there's something inside of us. There's something here that gives us an innate sense of right and wrong, that helps us understand we know something is wrong or we know something is right. Well, what is that? That standard has to come from God. And the thing about it is as we go throughout this world, there's all sorts of deceptions. We can live this way if we choose. You can, but is it the best way? I guess what I want to emphasize today is the fact that maybe the fact checking that we ought to be doing is the things that the world tries to tell us are true. You better try to figure out what is actually the truth. Becoming a Christian doesn't mean that you check your brain at the door. It means that you work very diligently to understand what you believe and why you believe it. I'm very comfortable in my belief because I know why I believe what I believe. Do you know why you believe what you believe? I hope you figure that out. Make sure you understand and you know. And the conclusion that I came to many, many years ago is that God is real and Jesus is his son, and he has died for my sins, which are many, and he covers me in his sacrifice so that I can go to heaven one day and be with God for all eternity. I don't deserve it. None of us do. It's a gift, and it's free, and I hope you take it. Have a great day. Don't be deceived. Be kind.